What's going on, everyone? Welcome into another episode of CobraCast 199. I'm your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage out of Unit 109. Happy to see all of you here on a Wednesday. We got an hour because we got a gaming stream happening right after this. I'll be streaming my perspective on D-Day Cobra Gaming, but we will have the crew live on Geeks and Gamers Play. So hopefully you will join us for that. It will be a lot of fun. I can't wait. But in the meantime, we got news to catch up on, and I sent Packing Proton confirmed pictures of me in the theater watching Minions and Monsters. I hated it. It's a terrible fucking movie. I barely was like, I didn't want, I just wanted to sleep, to be honest with you. Like, I hate the Minions. I appreciate that it's going through like different stories in Hollywood from the past and all of these references, but the Minions are fucking annoying as hell. I hate them. I despise them. It's kind of like the little alien dudes from Toy Story. Like, yeah, in small little supporting moments in the movie, they're fine. I don't want to watch a whole movie of that. And that's what the Minions are. It's just like, why do I want to watch a whole movie of these idiots? These annoying brain rot for kids is all it is. I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. But I did it. It took me a little bit longer, you know, than I should have. But shout out to you, Packing Protons. And hail to you, Kate, for the 50. You got this Sabaton to open us up. And hail to you, and hail to everyone in the chat. Gary says, traveling for work, wife at home, adding to the 12%. She watched Tuesday night's main event without me. Tina has tuned in for a streamer. Trump 2028. That's freaking awesome. Well, first of all, safe travels on your work trip. I really appreciate it. Shout out to your wife for supporting Tuesday night's main event. It was a hell of a show last night. We had a lot of fun. And so I am looking forward to future episodes. But yeah, Marty was great. The whole crew was great last night. And yeah, man, looking forward to more episodes. Thank you. Safe travels to you. Appreciate your support as always. Northman JH for $2 says nothing. Thank you so much. Captain JPS says, not so Gary, but still Jeremy Tax. Thank you. Mod Eric says, fun fact, the Minions language is Slovakian. Did I say that right? Slovakian. I'm sorry. Slovakian. I don't care. I don't care about the Minions. I don't care about anything about them. I hate them. I never want to watch a Minions movie again. And so, fuck them. I hope they die. The Minions can die. I would rather watch Supergirl than watch the fucking Minions. Okay? I would rather watch Mandalorian and Grogu than watch the Minions. I would literally rather watch any other movie than the fucking Minions. They are so bad. I really, really hate it. Let's see. Daryl becomes a new member. Long time no see, brother. Good to see you as always. I know they're just so fucking annoying, dude. They really are. They're just. It's aggravating. It really is. But here we are, right? So, okay. So we only got an hour, and we got some stuff to get caught up on. So first things first, okay. Over on Patrick Bet David's YouTube channel, he officially has the Candace Owens versus Andrew Wilson debate listed for, I think it's for 10 a.m. I think it was listed for 10 a.m. Let me refresh really quick here. Yeah, right there. It says 37 hours. So August 14th at 10 a.m. on Friday. So that's where the PBD channel has. So I guess we're gonna, if this thing actually happens, we're gonna cover it. So there you have it. 10 a.m. I guess that's Eastern time. So we'll be live covering it. Get ready. I'm still not sure that she even shows up. In fact, today, Candace Owens canceled her show. she canceled her show today. Let me show you this really quick because yeah, she's already starting to panic, I guess, a little bit. At least that's what it's starting to look like. So I don't now. I guess my question is when Andrew Wilson gave her the 300,000, did he put something in there as to state like you have to show up or you give me the money back? Because right here, Candace Owens cancels her show and goes into full panic mode. Today's court filings just shook up her entire debate strategy that her and her team worked so hard on. Okay, officially bumping my show today because I'm realizing it would be a total mistake for me to do my show in recent defense filings when we are less than 2 days away from the great debate. So she's already freaking out. She's already panicking. I saw this video right here.
Why is it that Candace Owens disappears whenever something huge happens with the Tyler Robinson case? Today, an almost 40-page filing was released to the public, and it disproves every one of her theories because Tyler Robinson's legal team is not saying that he's not guilty. They're just trying to get him out of the death penalty. Like, in order for her and everybody else to continue to believe that Tyler Robinson is innocent, you would have to believe that his lawyers are in on it, the cops are in on it, the university's in on it, everybody that was around Charlie is in on it. That's a whole lot of people to say.
And that's the whole thing about this, man. That the Candace's theory about this is that literally every single person was in on this Charlie Kirk assassination. Everybody. Every single person
that are just going along with this. And let's not fail to mention that Tyler Robinson confessed. So I think Candace Owens, after reading some of that filing, is starting to panic a little. She says she's officially bumping her show today because she's realizing it would be a total mistake for her to do her show on this recent defense filing when we are less than 2 days away from the great debate. If you'll remember, during the pretrial, Candace was on vacation. She seems to just vanish anytime something big is happening with the case. Now, instead of going over all this evidence that was released by Tyler Robinson's, or actually all this, they confirmed a lot of things that...
If Candace is right, that means everyone in the world is in on it and are against Candace. That would be a huge win for Candace. I mean, by definition, that'd be a pretty big win for Candace if she could prove that literally the entire world was in on it against her.
We've all seen, like, Tyler Robinson was on campus. His own legal team are saying that he was on campus. They're saying that the text messages are real. They also are saying that Charlie Kirk, they acknowledge, his defense team acknowledges that Charlie Kirk was shot. These are all things that Candace Owens, of all people, should want to talk about if she has any way to disprove any of them. And I'm wondering why people still are following her. You guys have...
Dude, it's really simple. The people that generally are making up her audience are not people that really care. It's a story to them. It's a TV show to them. It's true crime. It's reality TV to them. I'm not saying every person, but the majority of that audience is reality TV. It's women in their 30s, 40s, 50s that are obsessed with this shit. A lot of them are probably stay-at-home moms. They have nothing else going on, and there's no good reality TV anymore. So this is their reality TV. And then the other part of her audience is the anti-Israel crowd that thinks Israel's responsible for everything. And those people don't listen to reality anyway. So they're going to eat up anything that even hints at the idea of Israel being involved. That's why she has an audience.
Just tormented all of us on the internet because we said we wanted to see the evidence. We said, please just wait and see the evidence. You didn't want to do that. You followed a woman that can't even come on live and talk about what was released today, because I strongly believe that she knows she's cooked. You can't keep releasing conspiracy.
Well, I don't know, man. I still and I know a lot of you don't like when I say this, but I think Candace Owens is an intelligent person. I think she's smart, and I think she understands the internet very well. I don't think that she's cooked. I think that she's got a plan here. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not convinced that I think she's working an angle.
Theories when they don't equal any, like nothing she has said could lead to a conviction. Absolutely nothing. She has not actually gone back to any of her original theories to tie everything together. This woman knows that her grift is coming to an end. So I don't know if she's actually going to show up to the debate. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I have a feeling she won't.
I mean, right now, she's got everybody talking. I'm talking about it. This girl's talking about it. She's got Patrick Bet-David involved. She's convinced Andrew Wilson to send her $300,000 just to have a debate. She's got Joe Rogan offering to be the moderator. Candace Owens is good at what she does. Whether you like her or not is irrelevant. And this is my problem with so many people on the internet, is that they cannot have perspective on anything. They think that their opinion is the opinion. I don't like Candace Owens. I think Candace Owens is evil. I think she's a terrible human being. But I also acknowledge she's damn good at what she does. She's fantastic at it. And that's just the truth. Look how much people, she has the number one guy on the internet offering to moderate a debate for her, and she turned him down. She turned Joe Rogan down. That's how good she is at what she does. It's really impressive. She's an evil person, though, no doubt about that. So again, this is happening, it looks like at 10 a.m. on Friday. And if this does happen, I will be covering it live here on this channel. I am still not convinced that she's going to show up. I'm not convinced at all. But I think this right here is part of whatever she's cooking up. That's what I believe. So Mar Millen for $30 on Rumble says, triple it. Stream chat grift tax. Miss the others. Have no fear. I am here. I know. Very missed. Hail to 199 and King Big. Thank you, Mar Millen. Hail to you, brother. Let's see here. Job 4-9. I just want to say it slow because I didn't know if it was trying to trick me to say something. Are you going to review the new Daily Wire movie? If you're talking about the one with, is it Jonathan Majors in it? I haven't even watched the trailer for it. I watched a lot of people. I saw a lot of people reacting to it. Yeah, I will probably check it out. I am interested to see what they're going to pull off there. So I probably will check it out. Captain JPS says, actually, I do rather see a Toy Story Aliens movie. Give me what I want, Disney. Yeah, I don't want that at all. I don't want it at all. Daniel says, what do you think about the new Spider-Man? I mean, I like Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think it's fine. I know that, should I go on another like rant about diversity so I can trigger people again? I really like that shit, dude. I really like that when they clip me out when I'm like bitching about diversity and they're like, oh my God. The diversity aspect was never an issue with the movie for me. I just like fucking with people. But with that said, my true issue with the movie is Jean Grey. You know, that's my issue with the movie. I just want more Spider-Man. And so I think it pulls it down significantly when you pull that bullshit into it. When it's focusing on Spider-Man and he's dealing with, you know, the fallout of No Way Home, I think the movie's very, very good. But it gets derailed big time when it moves away from that. So I enjoyed it overall. I think I have like a 7 out of 10. I've seen it one time. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Zinni Biscuit says, I've been watching Knight Rider and I'm putting Kit right next to Herbie and the General Lee. William Daniels is awesome. The Hoff is also fine. Knight Rider was amazing back in the day. It really was. So yes, that is good stuff right there. Crystal met Crystal and Scully in Vegas. Hail the 199. Amazing meeting you at the meetup. Can't wait for the next one. You guys are the best. You and Scully were awesome. I know you guys didn't get a chance to say goodbye. That's totally fine. I was super like busy running around meeting everybody, but it was a pleasure meeting both of you. And so when I met Crystal, I didn't recognize Crystal until she showed me the profile pic. And I'm like, oh, I remember you now. She showed me the profile pic. I'm like, that's right. So it was awesome meeting both of you. I'm glad you both made it home safely. Hail to you. Clutch City Fan says find her on social as Claire Patriot. Her content is awesome. Hail the 199. Who's that? The woman we were reacting to? Is that who you're talking about? Clutch City? Lean back, have a snack. Says it's not Andrew's position that Robinson is guilty and acted alone. His position is that Candace is nuts. He's had many debates about this already. See, I don't think she's nuts. I think she's evil. And I think there's a difference in that. I think that Candace is an evil person, a horrible person, but evil doesn't mean crazy or stupid. She is just evil. She is a very evil person, but she's a very smart and manipulative person. But evil is her problem, and it's true evil. And I don't really use the word evil a lot. Using the assassination of a person that you knew in this life and using that opportunity to then drag his family and his legacy is a level of evil that I have rarely seen, man. It is next level shit, dude. It really is. She's the internet joker. That is a fantastic comment, Phil. She's the internet joker. That is a damn good comment. It really is. Like, she is straight up evil. It's really bad. A-Rod says Candy is fantastic at being conniving, manipulating grifter. She's damn good at it, man. Credit where credit's due. So, Jeremy, pull up Milk Bar's latest video of her mispronouncing words. I've seen that. I think she does that intentionally. I think she does it intentionally to get people to clip her out of context because it gets her more traction. I'm telling you, man, this woman is really good. She's the talk of the internet for a reason. All right. She just is. Almost every serial killer is extremely smart. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. But Candace is she's smart enough to know how to stay on these platforms, how to work her way up to every single conservative company, all of that. She's good. All right, switching over to, apparently Joe Rogan talked about Trump's secret plane switch. I'm assuming this is what he's talking, because the guy says Joe Rogan on Trump's secret plane switch. They put the press on Air Force One as a bait and didn't even tell them. Okay, so let's hear what Joe Rogan has to say.
Apparently, there was this plot where Iran was trying to kill Trump. Remember when he was supposed to get in the Air Force One that Qatar gave him?
Mm-hmm.
And then instead he flew in the old Air Force One.
Okay.
Well, they're saying that he actually didn't even go in the old Air Force One, that they snuck him out on a truck.
Okay.
Like some fucking cargo truck.
Okay.
And then put him in another kind of plane and flew him out of there. And then they put the press in Air Force One because they were apparently worried they were going to target Air Force One as well. So imagine Trump put the press on Air Force One and they were thinking about possibly targeting them.
Holy shit.
He hid in an airport catering container and was taken to a military jet for a secret flight out of the country after the NATO summit last month. And this is being reported by the New York Times. The thing is, though, I think they put the press on Air Force One. So if they flew him out, it was because they were worried they were going to try to take down Air Force One. And they took the press.
If you take the press off, then they know that we know. Gotta let them know that
we're
not playing games. Just everything's normal.
Exactly. And if the press dies, so sad.
Oh my!
But you just get more press.
God. That's fucking wild.
If that's true, that is so wild that he didn't even tell them, hey guys, we're not really gonna get on this plane. No one's getting on this plane. You guys get out of here. Go take American Airlines home. No, he's like, hop on. It's safe.
Yeah.
It's Air Force One.
Guys, my gift to you, take Air Force One.
Dude, you remember what Trump said, what Rogan said about Trump at the UFC White House event? And Rogan said that he talked, I'll see if I can find the clip, but Rogan said he like went up to Trump. He's like, you know, what happens if like they attack us? And Trump's like, that'd be a heck of a way to go. And Rogan's like, no, it's not. I don't want to die. Trump's like, it'd be a heck of a way to go.
Enjoy it. There's food up, there's sandwiches on there. Enjoy yourself.
Is that absolutely what happened?
It says reporters on the older plane were not told that Mr. Trump had not flown with them from Turkey to an airbase in Britain, making them unwitting participants in the ruse and leaving them along with some White House staff members to serve as unknowing decoys.
Holy shit.
After they arrived in Britain, he was secretly moved back to the older version of Air Force One.
Bro,
Jesus Christ.
those press people were signing up for something they didn't know. They didn't know what they were signing up for. And they didn't tell them at all that when you want to know like who's more important, you or the president, that's when you find out.
Oh,
when
yeah.
They just throw you on Air Force One. Shrimp cocktail.
It's like
boom. All of a sudden you turn into fucking protons.
It's like fucking Goodfellas when he's telling Karen to go down and get the dresses.
Go ahead.
There's dresses.
No, I'm okay. Karen.
Bro, Trump doesn't give a fuck about it. It's insane how badass he is.
Holy shit. That is fucking wild.
Isn't that crazy?
That is fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Has there been backlash? Or Jamie, are they saying anything?
Who's saying anything?
The press.
I would imagine they're a little perturbed. That would perturb me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's so crazy.
Holy shit.
Imagine if it blew up. It's like, I should have been there. I wanted to be there with them when they died.
They're heroes.
He would probably talk shit about them.
Oh my God. That is fucking
Maybe
nuts.
they had written nicer things about me. I would have told them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. Trump would have absolutely done that too. He would have absolutely done that shit. I'm trying to find where Rogan was talking about Trump and the moment where because he basically was like, he said to Trump, you know, what happens if we get that? What happens if we're attacked? And Trump was just like, that'd be a great way to go. And Rogan was like, no, it's not. That would not be a good way to go. He's like, holy crap, this guy does not care. He doesn't give a shit. And that's why we love President Trump. Now, we do have this clip here. This is played this earlier, but here's Trump.
Well, it's only up to Secret Service. I just follow what they'd like to do. So I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane, equal safety, but they wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say. What was the nature of the threat? I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask too much about it. Well, it's only...
I guess there was a threat. I didn't think too much about it. It's like, oh my God, dude. The man is just, you know, he's just different. He's just a different animal. And the press, yeah, they can hate him all they want. It really doesn't matter. But he's going to continue to manipulate them and play them like a fiddle. And we are here for it because we hate the media. All right. We hate the media. The media is the enemy of the people, and no one has any sympathy for them whatsoever. So, but anyway, there's that. And then we have new developments, apparently, new details about President Trump's plane swap due to threat. This just dropped.
Great to be with you guys. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Martha McCallum, and breaking right now, Fox is learning new details about President Trump's secret plane swap, which he is now confirming was carried out because of a threat, and reports say that it was potentially a shoulder-fired missile threat from Iran. On July the 8th.
Oh, here we go. I did find the clip. I did find the clip that I was looking for. So this was, I think this is it right here.
I was honestly really nervous, Joe. I was like, dude, there's like, just again, being around everybody and something could happen. The drones that could, that they stopped. Like, again, I wasn't knowing what to expect. And then until after the fight, because again, we couldn't take it in. It was a beautiful thing. And Justin,
I was like, fuck it. If I get taken out in the middle of the cage, how fucking legendary would that be?
I said to Trump, I go, I hope we don't die in a terrorist attack. I said to Trump, I hope we don't die in a terrorist attack. He goes, we got to go somehow. I go,
what I mean. Yeah, like everyone will remember it for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, but no, I'll pass.
Sign me up, bud.
It's better the way it went.
Dude, that's a way better outcome.
All right, let's hear these new details.
Because of a threat, and reports say that it was potentially a shoulder-fired missile threat from Iran. On July the 8th, in front of the cameras, President Trump boarded Air Force One in Turkey. Out of view, though, he made his way into the catering truck that you see on the backside of the plane, or the other side of the plane, I should say. He climbed into that, according to some reports, with 3 colleagues, and was shuttled over to a waiting military plane, where he went to the UK and rejoined the plane that you see. So
let me put the same emphasis on this that I have time and time again, okay? We are in unprecedented times. And the fact that President Trump faces so many threats on a daily basis tells you everything you need to know. All you have to do is apply common sense to it. There's no need to complicate it. Just apply common sense. Did you see these types of threats with George W. Bush? Did you see these types of threats with Bill Clinton? Did you see these types of threats with Barack Hussein Obama? Did you see these types of threats with Joe Biden? No, you didn't. You see these types of threats because Donald Trump is so effective and he is upsetting so many powerful people and powerful entities. This is what is happening. This is unprecedented shit that we are witnessing right now. It's crazy.
we're getting some new information about this decoy flight, who was on it, a little more on what I just mentioned, and how it was being protected while in the skies. Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy reporting live from the North Lawn. Hi, Peter.
And Martha, we can pick up with some new details about what happened there after Catering Force One took the president away. Marco Rubio and Scott Bessent, the fourth and fifth in line for the presidency, if something happened to the president, they remained on the Legacy Air Force One, while President Trump went off to this unmarked plane where he would be joined by Pete Hegseth. Something else that is new that we have just learned from a senior administration official. The decoy Air Force One with Bessent and Rubio on board was flanked in the sky by fighter jets, which might seem obvious, but it is not always the standard protocol.
This
and the
is
press
crazy.
pool was blocked from seeing who might be on the wing, according to the producer who represented the TV networks on that flight and sent this email yesterday. Once on board, the pool was instructed to keep our window shades closed. At one point, a photographer seated behind me opened their shade and was quickly instructed to close it again. We asked the Wrangler why, and they only said it was a request from the Secret Service. There were reports.
Pete is the favorite. So somebody needs to take that scene at the end of The Dark Knight where Gordon has to pick his favorite and put Trump in that situation with Rubio and Hegseth. That would be good right there. Force him to pick his favorite.
Reportedly, several sources of intel suggesting a shoulder fire missile attack against Air Force One, according to the New York Times. That is why the president was loaded into this catering truck with a handful of aides. And that is how the decision was made for the Legacy Air Force One to continue on with some top cabinet members and staff and Secret Service and press, but not the president.
I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane, equal safety, but They wanted me to do it, so I do it. I do what they say. I think actually the plane that I flew on was at greater risk. I think it was at greater risk because that would be the plane I think that they would be more likely to go for.
Trump's getting all worked up like, no. I'm more at risk. The plane I'm on is more at risk. They hate me. They want me dead.
We really only know the first half of this story, some remaining outstanding details that we don't know in the second half. How did President Trump and Pete Hegseth and other members of the close circle who were on this unmarked plane monitor the Legacy Air Force One to see if it was still in the sky or if it had been blown up? Also, is this specific threat of a shoulder fire missile against Air Force One ongoing, or and is it something that affects Air Force One here in the United States? Martha.
Yeah, Peter, the other thing that we don't know is whether or not they identified a specific threat, whether they know that there was someone on the ground who was attempting to carry this out. Am I right?
Yes, and if they did, then presumably with the big footprint that the president has in a NATO country where there are a bunch of, the hosts are on paper friendly, we would know about an arrest by now.
Indeed.
So that's the latest that we have right there. Pretty crazy story. Mr. Blue Sky for 10 says, failed tax. Work has been brutal this week, and we both missed Monday's stream. If you're going to do one tomorrow night, we'll be there. Feel free to give us shit, Jer, and chat. I failed you all. I'm not that upset that you missed the stream. Not a big deal. I'm upset that you only sent me $10 fucking to apologize. Like, what are we doing around here? Like, you think you can apologize to me with $10 fucking, and I'm supposed to just be like, oh, no problem, buddy. No problem there, friend. I mean, Packing Proton sent $10 right here. He's not apologizing. In fact, he's gloating that he got me to go see Minions. But, whatever. We'll just take your fucking 10, okay? I mean, not like I have a choice in this situation. Obviously, no problem. Hope you guys are good. I appreciate it. I figured you enjoyed, the rant there. Don't forget, chat. I at the meetup, I met Mr. Blue Sky. He had me FaceTime his roommate. You might want to be nice to him. He may put in a good word for you, but Allie, is that her name, right? And she's in the chat usually. So chat, you may have a shot. I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, but you might want to be nice to Mr. Blue Sky, okay? So thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Packy Protons for 10 says, I really hope you enjoyed Minions. I didn't. Some people have real scary jobs like go to war. You got paid $460 to see a kiddie movie and you put it off for 4 weeks. Seriously, gripped, respected. Thank you, Packing Protons. What? What am I missing here? I don't know what you're trying to say right there. I have no idea. That's right. Super chats increase your chances, guys. Look at there. Mr. Blue Sky says weak apology tax. Super chats do help your chances from what I understand, okay? I mean, listen, all I'm saying, ABF got married to one of the chicks in the chat. Super chats clearly help you, okay? Jessica's going to hate me for saying that. She'll be like, what the fuck, Jeremy? I'm just grifting. It's fine. I don't mean it. There she is right there. Hail to both of you. It was great seeing you guys in Vegas. John freaking Murdoch 450 says, hey, Jeremy, you and I both know if I send less than 50, you think there's something wrong with our friendship. I never said that. I never said that at all, John. What are you talking about? I never said that at all. And to be clear, with taxes and YouTube's cut, that's not even 50 you sent me. I'm not pointing that out. I'm not. But if we're calling a spade, you're not even really sending me 50. Like after I have to pay taxes on this shit, and YouTube takes, like, I'm just saying it's not quite 50 when you want to be real about it. But I appreciate it nonetheless, sir. I really do. I don't know why my sarcasm is this way, but whatever. Daryl says, check DM. Hopefully you like it. Just made it. Noted, my friend. Thank you so much. Hail to you. I will check it out on Twitter. Dougie B for 100 says, Mr. Blue Sky, you've always been my favorite. Oh shit. Holy crap. Mr. Blue Sky says, laughing my ass off. Listen, I've done made you very popular, Mr. Blue Sky. You and your roommate now, she's very popular here. She may become like the new Ben's sister meme, and not Ben Shapiro, but Benology with 2 Y's, or IG Ben. She's becoming a legend around here. Just saying. Hail to you, Dougie B. Thank you so much. June's Melody for 20 says, this debate will be useless as Fauci's congressional hearing because Candace will just filibuster the whole time and still get to keep the 300K. You're probably right. Again, I'm going to have to lean on the side of the people that know Andrew Wilson, and apparently he is really good in this format. I can't say that I've watched him a lot, but you're probably correct on that. But like people that watch him, do you think that Andrew Wilson has a shot? Aren't super checks tax exempt? I'm still not quite clear about that. I have an accountant that deals with all this stuff, so like I'm not really sure. It's really kind of it up to a certain point, I guess, is they are, but there's a limit to how much. But my accountant has to deal with all that shit. Yes, he's one of the best debaters I've watched. Apparently, he's really good at this. So yeah, a lot of the chat saying he is. John says, doesn't anyone see that there was a threat and it was serious enough to act on it? This has never happened before. What would the fallout be if Iran had succeeded? It is a really crazy world, and I'm glad you bring this up because we have to continue to ask these questions about President Trump. And I don't like living in a world where we are so reliant upon one man, and we are. And that is not a good thing. That's not a good sign. We as a country, and in a lot of ways as a world, are reliant upon the health and the well-being of one man. And if something bad would have went down in Butler, something worse than what happened, if his head would have been turned just a little bit, I don't know what this country looks like. And I know that it's a lot of times things get blown out of proportion. There's a lot of hyperbole, but like, dude, we've seen in blue cities, even when Trump was president, we've seen how bad things have gotten in blue cities. That is a cancer that can spread very quickly throughout. And so, so thinking about like what would have happened if a foreign country takes out the sitting president of the United States of America, I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about it. It's a very scary situation. Packy Protons, it says Trump to press. I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. Okay. That's what you meant. Okay. Got you. Clutch City says, yes, I was talking about the girl on the video talking about Candy. Again, find her on social as, here's her, if you're wanting to, this is her socials right here. So this is the girl you're talking about right there. So there you go, Clutch City. Shout out to her. Packy Proton says, supposedly Sweeney broke up with Scooter. Really? Hey, AOC's on the market. Sydney Sweeney. Mr. Blue Sky's roommates on the market. Like, CobraCast chat, you got a lot of options. John says, what is the sound I hear from President Trump? The sound of clanging bells, or is it balls? YouTube is run by Marxists. Says the press will now think twice about flying on Air Force One. Craptar Hammer says, Dear Diary, my press buddies and I feel sad. Little Jim Sailor says, media, Trump's a coward. Media, why is he protected? Ort says, Johnny on Mario Kart 8 tonight? I do not know. We will have fun playing Mario Kart 8 tonight, though. Dynamic says, here's a throwback. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Naughty Dog. And we will talk to you later. There you go. Data Crash Moto says, the best part of the debate will be how that comedian who imitates Candace follows up. This super chat is tax exempt. He said it, so it must be true. Okay. He said it, so it must be true. Daryl says, sent on X. Got it. Thank you so much. Miniature Von Think says, you see the ex-head of SPLC got arrested today? I did see that. I saw that on my feed as well. Noel says, I remember Joe Rogan cooked Candace on his show back in the day. Did he? I don't recall that. Maybe he did, though. I've seen some out-of-context clips that made it look like he did. But I can't say for sure that I have seen that unedited. Now, we do have this one right here. Hang on. Let me find it. Where's my DMs? We got this clip. Oh, I got to show you this. Okay. This is like Trump being Trump, but it opens up such a great conversation right here. And Michael Knowles does a good job of this. So first of all, we're going to hear Trump being Trump. And it's fantastic what Trump says. But then we have Michael Knowles making a bigger point here, which he's absolutely correct on. So first of all, let's listen to Trump being Trump. Here we go.
President Trump, he gave one of the great answers on immigration that I've ever heard.
They come from places like I won't mention because I don't want to get myself into a controversy, but they come from countries that are not great. They come from, let's say, as an example, Somalia.
This is a
countries I won't say because I don't want to get in trouble, but let's say, for example, Somalia.
Immigration that I've ever heard.
They come from places like I won't mention because I don't want to get myself into a controversy, but they come from countries that are not great. They come from, let's say, as an example, Somalia.
This is a perfect rendition of the Kanye bit.
I'm not going to say what race, what people doctor. It was a Jewish doctor.
I'm not
what people doctor. It was a Jewish doctor.
I'm not going to say what kind of immigrants are bad. There's some. This actually moves the immigration conversation in an important way because for essentially my entire life, the immigration conversation has been a quantitative conversation. An immigrant from Liverpool and an immigrant from Mogadishu.
DD mega doo-doo
are different kinds of immigrants.
Yes.
Some are going to be better for our country than others. So the immigration conversation really does have to be qualitative. That's what he's getting. I'm not going to say what kind, but it's Somali. It's hard. It's harder to assimilate Somali.
This is 100% right. Now, the problem is that it's gotten so overrun because the left has just wanted to open the floodgates for everyone. And this is the problem with the fucking left right here. All right. That they take such a broad brush and they just, they don't think about individuality at all. They just like all immigrants are good immigrants. No, the fuck they're not. And all immigrants are not created equally. And unfortunately, because of the Democrats and their policies and their virtue signaling and their narratives and all of that, they've essentially made it to where you can't even criticize immigrants from, shithole countries, as a famous philosopher once said. I believe his name was Donald J. Trump. And he's 100% accurate about that. And the more that the left has a say in this, the more that you are not able to, differentiate the quality of the immigration and the immigrant. And this is what they want, though. They want you to be able to do that. And so, yeah, I was very happy to see this video and how that broke that down. And people have to understand that this is where we've moved to, where the situation with calling things racist or calling things sexist or whatever, those words used to have meaning Back in the 80s, back in the 90s, those words actually meant something. If someone was labeled a racist or a sexist, you stood up and paid attention to that. You're like, oh my God, this is terrible. Now, if someone's labeled a racist or a sexist, it just means they have an opinion that somebody on the left disagrees with. It means literally nothing. It means nothing to be called a racist or a sexist anymore. In fact, more often than not, it's a fucking compliment in the world we live in today. It's a compliment to be called racist or sexist now. And it's because the left has basically taken all meaning away from those words. Anyone with common sense and a level head doesn't even think about this. If you hear that, oh, someone said something racist or sexist, you're like, sounds like somebody I would want to hang out with. That's how much things have changed. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. But hey, welcome to how the left deals with shit. All right, let's see here. Lord Botha says our boy Camelot just announced his channel got struck again for a stream over the Wisconsin Renaissance Creeper. Hold on. Camelot got hit. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see here. There we go. Here, yep. Quartering it hit me at 446 and Luther at 447. You've got to be kidding me. This shit is still going on. That is unbelievable. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it already. I talked about it a few days ago. And, you know, I truly believe that the quartering got to a point where he thought he was more important than he really is. And the truth is none of us are really that important on this platform. We're only as good as the algorithm will allow us to be. And as long as you are self-aware of that, you'll be fine. But the quartering was really good at manipulating the algorithm for a long time. And because he was good at that, it made him think that he actually mattered. It made him think that, oh, well, I can tell people to go watch me on Rumble every 5 seconds on my stream or my video, or I can talk about my coffee every fucking video. You know, he can have a 8-minute video for a topic, but he'll spend 6 of it advertising shit. And he wonders why his views were going down, because they were never tuning in for you, brother. They were tuning in because of the algorithm, because you were manipulating the algorithm. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, that's what, you know, we all try to work the algorithm to our advantage, something that we're knowledgeable about, something we're passionate about. We title things and we talk about things that we know and that we have some information on, and you get boosted from that perspective. But the moment you believe that you are the reason people are there is the moment that you get, you know, humbled on the internet. And he thought that he was more important than he was. Now he's at a place where I'm not going to make any direct accusations that he's flagging, but he is definitely, you know, created a culture of that with what happened with the Kino Casino channel and how it got taken down. And he publicly put out there that he would do this. And so he has created a culture of flagging now. And, you know, it's going to be short-term gain, long-term loss. It's not going to be good for you in the long term. And I'm very confident in that. And everybody I know is done with him. And I tried. As I said, the last time that I had any meaningful conversation with the guy was in DMs on Twitter. I told him to call me because I told him he needed a reality check. And I told him that the people you're surrounding yourself with clearly are not telling you the truth. You need somebody to do that. And I got blocked. So whatever. But shout out to Camelot. Hope everything works out. Okay, so I am playing Mario Kart tonight with the crew. Scully is here with a 50. It's about time, Scully. I'm just kidding. Scully was in Vegas, got to meet her and her sister. It was awesome. Hail, chat. Hail, Jeremy. It was great talking with you at the meetup. Just got back from Vegas. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. It was great. They were her and Crystal were the night. They were so nice, and it was so cool. And I spoke with them for quite a while. And then I hated that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you, but yeah, I was really busy towards the end of the night, and we were just trying to talk to as many people as we possibly could. So, but it was really, really awesome. Honored to meet both of you, and I'm glad you made it home safe. So super cool stuff right there. General Duality says, damn it, I can't watch MK8 and Keynote. Now, thanks to Spectrum. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Mike Steele also, let's go, says my brother in Trump. It was good to see you in Vegas. Mike, you too, man. And I got y'all's email. I just didn't get a chance to respond to it yet, but I did get your emails. So thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. You guys are the best. It is super, super awesome. Let's see. Yes, he loved Minions. No, he did not. I did not like the Minions. I did not like it at all. Now we're doing Mario Kart 8, not Mario Kart World. Geeks Gamers Play hosting that. I will be hosting my perspective over on D-Day Cobra Gaming. And also, should I tell you guys this? I think I should. Okay. This is not 100%, but I think it's going to happen. At least we're going to do one episode probably in the next week or two, depending on schedules. I have an idea. I floated this idea out to the chat on Geeks and Gamers, and it seems like people want this. So I think we're going to launch a one-time show just to see how it goes with me, Jay, Krista, and Tommy. And we're going to call it Welcome to the Internet. And we're just going to talk about funny things off of the internet on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. And if you guys like it, it will become a show. And if you don't, then it'll just be a one-off. So what do you think? I think we're going to do this very soon. I'm thinking Thursdays is probably a good day to do that. Main channel. Welcome to the internet. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, just to give you a little bit of a tease as to, like, this is the type of shit Krista sends me on Instagram. And this is what we will probably be showing, okay? Krista sends me shit like this, all right? I don't see these things. Wait, did she send it to me on Instagram or did she send it to me on Twitter? Maybe it was. Hang on. Maybe it was Twitter. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. Is she watching right now, I wonder? Here it is right here. Okay, here it is. All right. So, all right. So Krista sends me this. I'd never seen this shit before, okay? I've never seen this. And this is the type of stuff that I think Welcome to the Internet will be about. Here's a Krista video that she sent me. I can't believe this is real, by the way.
To show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only price where the price goes up at the end of the show.
I love.
Holy crap, dude. She tried to move past it, bro. There wasn't no moving past that shit.
To show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale. Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only price where the price goes up at the end of the show.
Oh man, I've never seen. I don't know how old this is or what, but this was incredible to see this. I was like, holy crap! I was in tears when I saw that the first time, man. It was the funniest thing ever. I was like, good Lord. So yeah, stuff like that. I'm just going through these DMs of like all the crap she sends. What the hell is this? But yeah, Krista sends a lot of crazy stuff. And but anyway, also this one right here, if I can find it. You know who one of my favorite people in acting is these days? And I never thought that I would where do you find your bookmarks? Okay. One of my favorite people is Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson is one of the funniest people. Like I can't believe how funny he is. Is it right here? Right here.
Insane when you cold.
Robert Pattinson is insanely funny.
Insane when you cold FaceTimed me, and I was like, "It's crazy to cold FaceTime somebody," and you were like, "No, it's Gen Z." Do you wish you were a Gen Z? You're not Gen Z. You're a millennial. No, you're a millennial. How old are you?
Truthful.
I believe that you believe that you're Gen Z.
I am Gen Z.
What year were you born?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I can't do this. I did think.
Dude, Robert Pattinson is the new Leonardo DiCaprio. He 100% will be the new Leo. He already is becoming that, but the guy is just funny as shit, man. One more time so you can get the full context.
It was insane when you cold FaceTimed me, and I was like, "It's crazy to cold FaceTime somebody," and you were like, "No, it's Gen Z." Do you wish you were a Gen Z? You're not Gen Z. You're a millennial. No, you're a millennial. How old are you?
Truthful.
I believe that you believe that you're Gen Z.
I am Gen Z.
What year were you born?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I can't do this. I did.
And he did listen to Trump because Trump told him to break up with what's her face, the girl from Twilight. So it's shocking that Trump was actually invested in Robert Pattinson. What's her name? What's the girl's name from Twilight? But Donald Trump was invested in this shit. Kristen Stewart, yes. So if you look up Robert Pattinson, Donald Trump tweets, Trump was tweeting for like weeks about Robert Pattinson, and he was passionate about this. He wanted Robert Pattinson to break up with Kristen Stewart. And he kept saying, like, she cheated on you once, she'll cheat on you again. You've got to leave her. And guess what? He was true. Prove it. You want me to find the Trump? Man, I got to join the team right now. Hang on. Trump, Robert Pattinson tweets. Okay. Right here. Okay. Does anyone else remember Trump's extensive investment into Kay Stu and Robert Pattinson? So right here. After Friday's Twilight release, I hope Robert Pattinson will not be seen in public with Kristen. She will cheat on him again. Everyone wants to talk to me about Robert Pattinson and not Brian Williams. I guess people don't care about Brian. Robert Pattinson is putting on a good face for the release of Twilight. He took my advice on Kristen Stewart. I hope. Miss Universe 2012 pageant will be airing live at NBC. Open invite stands for Robert Pattinson. Everyone knows that I'm right about Robert Pattinson. He should dump Kristen Stewart he should dump Kristen Stewart in a couple of years. He will thank me. Be smart, Robert. So many tweets and stories about Stuart Pattinson. Look, it doesn't matter. The relationship will never be the same. It's permanently broken. Lots of response to my Pattinson Kristen Stewart reunion. She will cheat again, 100 certain. Am I ever wrong? Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart. She cheated on him like a dog and will do it again. Just watch. He can do much better. That's Trump. That's my president right there. So anyway, we're going to leave it there. Nandy for 50 says, talk about G&G memes for the first episode of Welcome to the Internet. You got it. You got it. Listen, that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be memes and funny videos that Krista and Jay find. Pretty much it. That's it. And Tommy finds a lot of crazy stuff too. So like, that's just it. That's going to be it. Welcome to the internet. And we're not talking about culture war shit and Hollywood. We're talking about funny shit on the internet. That's it. So if you guys want that, looks like we're going to fire that up. Packet Proton says, what did you like most about Minions? The end doesn't count. Well, I mentioned in the beginning, but I mean, I did appreciate how they were doing, like little themes with other Hollywood movies and things like that. Because there was a lot of, I mean, kids are not going to notice a lot of the references, but there's a lot of references within this that were decent. It's just that the Minions is what I hate. I really hate the Minions. But I did appreciate those little bitty references. Mike Steele says, my Blu-ray project Hail Mary just arrived, ripping it to my server as we speak. Buy physical, do not relent. Let's freaking go. Who Dat Nation Gal says he loves talking about he and others 24/7 casino. I don't know what the last part means, but we love Kino Casino. Hail Kino Casino. Nandor 199 says, today I was asked by a beggar if I could spare $10. I quickly replied to him, no, I need to spend it wisely. I don't know if this is considered wisely spending it. Hail the 199 and Jeremy. You know what?
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
Thank you. Packy Proton says, that guy in the chat who supposedly knows a single lady, Amy, how do we know she is worth $100 super chat? Pics or it didn't happen. I think it's Allie. Allie is the name. You've already messed up her name, Packing Protons. This is not a good start. You don't listen, Packing Protons. This is not a good start. Okay. How do you do this? Okay. So when you are interested in a girl and maybe she's got some loser boyfriend, you have to intentionally say his name wrong. You have to say, like, so if his name is like, I don't know, John, you say Fred, and you're like, it's Fred. She's like, no, it's John. Whatever. You don't care what his name is, and you mistakenly say his name wrong. Then she has to correct you, but then you dismiss it as it doesn't matter. And you have already taken all of his power away at that point. That's how it works. Okay. So anyway, Fired Up Gaming says, call the show. Let's talk shit show. Packy Proton says, introduce to Krista, Miss Cleo. Chad says, if I'm Andrew Wilson, who keeps asking Candace on the prove what you're saying. If I'm Andrew Wilson is keep asking Candace on the prove what you're saying. There is a lot of problems with that one, but I kind of understand what you're saying. Thank you. Ministry of Phone Things says, what's number for the salon? Money. Packet Proton says, Ernie, let's see, keep clicking that chicken, only he didn't say clicking. Breaking from Polymarket, just in Paramount, Skydance is reportedly considering selling CNN. That whole thing we got to get further into. So, all right. So we're going to be over on D-Day Cobra Gaming and Geeks and Gamers Play. You guys have a good evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Good to see many of you are getting back from Vegas. Glad you made it home safe. I'll see you over there. Have a good evening. This will raid that channel, the D-Day Cobra Gaming channel. I'll see you guys over there. Bye, everyone.